And we're back here. We've got Ryuzaki versus Sejun Park for those of you who are staying up till the wee hours in the morning with us. Unless you live in like California or something, in which case you should probably not be home on a Saturday night.
Yeah, but I do it for the love of the game.
Obviously, it's Sejun Park here, the most high profile of Korean players here. And Ryuzaki, the angriest of American players. So it should be a good match here. Little disappointed that Sejun isn't using Leipard because it would have been really funny to watch Trista play against Leipard. But instead we have Bisharp, the official Pokemon of Sejun Park, Volcarona, Latios, Thunderous Eye, Hitmontop, and Gastrodon. A Pokemon that Trista thinks is incredibly good.
This reminds me of Ben Team minus Tar and Excadrill, which actually were the two like stars of his team. But interested in seeing how Sejun plays this. I love Sejun and I love watching him play. So, um, you know, there's not much room for creativity with these mons, though.
Yeah,
I think you're underestimating Sejun Park.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see something silly. Maybe to find out though.
Latios.
Lots of good Pokemon here. I think this is the first time I've ever seen him not use Cresselia.
Oh yeah.
Which I mean is a strange thing to note, because I mean, not that rare for people to use Cresselia, but his is just so aggressive and interesting. So, and let's see if he has anything else quirky here. But usually, he has that there as like a sort of bulky, attacker with a variety of offensive coverage. So, and nothing on this team is that amazing of coverage, I guess. So, it'll be interesting to see how he plays without that sort of security.
Yeah. Do we know what Trista's using? Same stuff as always.
I'm gonna guess probably, but I don't know actually.
This team looks really similar to what Sejun has been using on Wi-Fi like about a month ago.
It's actually pretty close to his Worlds team too. I mean, I don't know.
He's
standard Sejun.
Yeah, I mean, his Worlds team I liked a lot. It's really standard, but at the same time, it was just I liked it. Yeah, I mean, obviously Specs Crass is one of my personal favorites too. And going 5-1 as a master, transitioning at Worlds, that's amazing. Beating Wolfie and Swiss, even more amazing. And gave Wolfie a run for his money at top 8, but Wolfie was smart enough to figure things out and carry through. But I love watching him play. He's a great guy.
I obsessively watch his battle videos.
Yeah. But I mean, there are a lot of lead options you can lead if you're Sejun here. Everything works pretty much. So curious to see how it goes against. I don't know what Trista's using.
I don't know what her team is either, but I mean Trista's one of those players like 616 who we just watched, where like she's always good in every event she's ever played in. She's like, even if she doesn't win, like she's a dangerous player every match because she's smart and like doesn't take stupid risks very often, plans the game well. So I'll expect this to be a good match here. I mean, I imagine it'll look a little different than Wolf versus Sejun did last time, where Wolf was Simon/Huiing it and using sort of silly stuff, whereas it'll probably be interesting for us, I guess, to see Sejun playing an exhibition match that'll look a little more like a normal game of Pokemon here.
Yep, and we're finally starting, so here we go.
See Tyranitar and Scissor out for Trista, and Bisharp and Latios out for Sejun.
Movie star.
Stars. These are some really interesting leads. Things can go both ways here. Obviously that Latios not wanting to stay in. Bisharp does work, but I'd give lead advantage to Trista here.
I would too. I mean, she obviously wants to be careful for whichever like low kick and Iron Head Sejun has, presumably low kick. But I mean, Scissor pretty excited here unless Latios has HP Fire. I wish we knew the rest of Trista's team though. It's hard to anticipate what could be happening here without it. Even Sejun's end, I don't know. I mean, I'm used to him having things that he doesn't have here, so it's harder for me to read what I think he's going to do than usual.
Yeah.
Especially without Trista's team to guess what he would have brought.
Yeah. Oh, Bishop swapping out. And we see top come in. Good switch there.
Yeah, smart. I mean, gets the double intimidate off.
So a lot. Oh, faint, but that Lazio. Oh! Oh,
So it tries to blow up the Bisharp instead of the Latios.
oh, HP fire! Oh my gosh. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And an Akaberry, wow.
Fortunately, it survives the encounter there, but not by much.
Jeez. Oh,
Life
Life
Orb.
Orb. This is, wow.
I do like Life Orb Latios. I don't know. I mean,
For
it's
the
one of those
lead,
things.
for the leads I saw, that was definitely not how I expected the battle to start off, but wow.
Yeah, I
And-
mean,
See, that's the thing, when you're going with that kind of blitz with the Choice Mon and Feint, if you don't get that KO, now Tyranitar has to switch here. There's no doubt. And Sejun's got a huge advantage, and that's surprising coming out of that first turn when that Latios is threatened by the. When I saw the feint, I thought that feint was going to go on Latios, but nope.
yeah, I guess it kind of took a 50-50 there, and she got the wrong one. So, I mean, it makes sense because you don't expect Latios to be threatening Scissor too much. I mean, I mentioned HP Fire before, but I mean, it does survive it. Versus if she ignores Bisharp, it's just going to kill Tar with low kick. So, I mean, I understand why she did what she did there, but I guess that's the flaw in that aggressive of a strategy on turn one. Is that if you don't hit it, and the odds are higher, but you don't hit it earlier in a game where your opponent still has other options available.
Yeah.
You put you in a really bad spot. Now she's, in addition to losing the damage trade really hard, locked into a move that isn't going to do anything to either move or either Pokemon, and both of her Pokemon are intimidated. Like, really tough turn 1-4.
And man, wow, that was a really nice play by Sejun. I didn't even see the feint coming, but I mean, the intimidate was great because Crunch probably, I'm not sure. I don't think Crunch KOs with that intimidate.
It doesn't. It's actually Crunch actually just barely gets that KO.
Oh, okay.
Normally with with Scarf Tower, because I remember had that problem with it when I was using it. Because I mean, Scarf Tower has to be Jolly, so it loses a lot of damage. So I'm in a tough spot for Trista here. I mean, this isn't the first time we've seen her use Scarf Tower, obviously, but I don't know. I was thinking of her of a more defensive player here, so it's weird to see Scarf Tower and Scissor out here are both kind of frail.
Yeah. And Akaberry, definitely an item we don't see as much anymore, and we see Space Halo come in. Cresselia, obviously, yeah, probably the safest switch in. Top going right back out. I like that play too. Ooh, into Volk. Spot on. Scissor going for a protect. And a side shock onto the. Okay, so. Huh.
Knows he'd get the KO anyway, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right, with the Life Orb. Yeah.
It's the second time we've seen that play with, Hitmontop comes out and intimidates and leaves before it fakes out. And more people should do that because Hitmontop is a much better Pokemon when you use it that way.
Yeah. I mean, this is the Volk. I'm curious as to what kind of set Volk is running because Volk has so many different options. But he knows that there's a Scarf Tar in the back end. Scarf Tar is good against what Sejun has out right now, but then he also has the top end Bishop, which does work against the Tar itself. So Trista's gotta conserve it and play safely.
I mean, tough turn for her too. I mean, Volcarona, leaning down on Cresselia. Latios has shown that it can easily finish off Scissor from here if it wants to. Trista might be able to take a Pokemon with I guess she could take Latios potentially if it doesn't protect and she doubles it, but she'd probably give up 2 Pokemon to do it. So she's gonna have to make some switches here and try to get in a better position again. So yeah, Draco Meteor from Latios here.
Ooh, very nice predict again. Wow.
It crits Tar and wow.
I mean, See, that's the thing. Like, it's fair to get upset over it, but at the same time, that's the risk you run into it. Maybe that bug bus was going onto it too. So we're not sure, but fantastic play by Sejun once again.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just what happens when you lose that much momentum that quickly. Is you have to switch around a lot more, and there's a bigger window for bad things to happen to you. She does at least get the icy window off to get some control back, but
Yeah, I'm sure that Latios was going to be going out though. I mean, getting rid of that tar was the main concern, and but that crit obviously very timely and helpful. Gonna go a long way, and that's tough. But we do see Rotom Oven, I presume. Oh, Rotom Wash.
Trista changing Rotoms.
Yep.
I can't imagine there's too much you can do here, like regardless of what either Pokemon says. Just gonna have to learn what you can before game 2. Which, I mean, is still an important part of these best of 3s. You know, even if you can't win the game you're in, you gotta try and figure out what you can do in this game to help you win the next one. Either by like showing information you want your opponent to have so they can do things you want, or by figuring out things in their team.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, right now, Trista's got a nice advantage. I think she's known for what, Chestal Risk Crest too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know she had it on the team she used last time anyway.
Yeah, so I'd expect that. Lachio's not able to do much, but at the same time, because of that -1, that Crest is gonna rest before he gets Draco off. So, but that Rotom actually does work against Sejun's team.
Yeah, I mean, Bisharp will probably cause some trouble for it, but otherwise, pretty good matchup. And Bisharp in general, I guess, is a problem with these guys left. Because I commented a bit on it before, but I guess we'll turn here.
No switch on either side. Rotom going for a Hydro on the Latios. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was gonna KO, but it does. Yep, the rest from the Cresselia. See, I would have liked to see that Latios switch out, because then it could come back in and Draco the Rotom. But I'm sure Sejun has a plan here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he wasn't expecting the rest, but even so.
Yeah. What was... Oh, onto the Rotom. Special defense drop.
When he's probably not too worried about the Cresselia at any rate, because he's got Bisharp.
Yep. It's that Rotom he wants to take care of. And... Yep, Bisharp goes back in.
And with where Rotom is now, I mean, Sucker Punch should easily kill it, so...
Yep. Well played, actually. And, yeah, I mean, Bisharp hard counters Crest so hard, pretty much. I mean, and what's Trista's last Pokemon?
Scizor.
Yeah. Oh, and we do see choice specs from Rotom. Yeah, this is tough. Sejun's at the point where he doesn't even need to make predictions. He can just go for the obvious plan. It'll carry him through because of the advantage he's had.
Yeah, I mean, I just after that turn 1.
Yeah.
Not much you can do.
That was a great turn 1 though. For Sejun, obviously.
Yeah.
So different from what I expected, how I expected it to end up, but I mean, obviously, working out in his favor and proving why he is one of our best players in the world.
Scizor comes out here. Trista's left too with a sick combined HP of 94. Still, I mean, considering how bad that first turn went, I think actually Trista played this pretty well to at least make it competitive.
Yeah, but not much she could have done after that turn 1. I mean, I'm sure she must have been biting herself too. I mean, kicking herself because could have went so much better, but it didn't. I mean, there were so many different plays she could have made, and Sejun just happened to make the one that countered pretty much what she did, and he made the perfect play in comparison to her play, which gave her a really subpar turn one. Okay, we see a protect from Volk, and Night Slash onto the Cresselia. Yeah, that should about finish things up.
I mean, there wasn't too much I think Trista could have done that game. I mean, she pretty much had to make the play she did in the first turn of the game, and I don't know. Just wasn't her game to win, I guess.
Fate
Sejun
does get the KO, yeah.
going for the last ditch kill. Good job, Scissor. Survived to see another turn. I guess on the bright side, Trista only needs to protect for about 10 turns in a row, and then critical hit bullet punch, and she can still win.
Yeah.
Go for it!
I mean, commenting on the Scissor, that's a Infuego set. Haven't seen Akka really used by anyone but him, but it's a strong set. See how Trista adapts to the second game. I mean, feint is normally something you kind of want to use to surprise your opponent, and you didn't get the surprise tactic there, so unfortunate, especially because now she's down a game, but...
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that. I mean, when you use feint, you hope for the one surprise KO. But even if you don't get it, I mean, the threat of feint is still pretty useful.
Yeah.
I may actually have been off on my estimate. It might be 11 protection needs. Oh, I'll never find out now. Damn it.
Oh, low kick.
I guess he shows that he has it, for what that's worth. But
Yep.
not too surprising there. And the first game does go to Sejun.
Playing pretty well by both sides, but turn one was unfortunate for Trista. Obviously, as we've stressed.
Yeah, I mean, she got in a rough spot early on and makes things tough.
Yeah. Still a fun series, though. This one a lot more offensive than the previous one, but still it's more fast-paced, but more fun. I mean, not more fun, but equally fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised that... I guess from Sejun's end, I'm not that surprised it's more offensive, because he tends to be pretty aggressive, but surprised that Trista's playing at the same pace.
Yeah.
So, like, two choice Pokemon, like, feint, like, what is this? This is not Trista.
Is Trista stream down right now?
Yeah, it looks like she just DC'd. Or maybe not. I mean, it's just her IRC client pinged out, I guess, but the stream is down.
I am so ready to sleep.
Come on, Aaron, the party's just starting. It's only 2.
Yep. But I'm gonna stay for at least this match, because it's fun.
The party don't stop till 6 in the morning.
Thank
Well,
you.
there you go.
Welcome back. Trista's internet seems to have come back. This is game 2 of Trista Ryuzaki versus Sejun Park.
Looks like we're gonna get going here. Trista lost the first game somewhat definitively, but mostly because of a bad turn one matchup that kind of forced her into a play that Sejun took advantage of. So the lead matchup is a little different this time. We could definitely see the game having a different outcome too. So it's one thing where the teams are as aggressive as they are this game, or they were last game rather. So it's tougher to recover if you do get off on a bad foot early than it is with two defensive teams. And like we saw several games in the the series between Wansuk and Kamal, where the one team would get behind early and they'd be able to recover because the game's a little slower paced and you could maneuver a little bit more. Whereas a lot more damage going out every turn this time. So if you get a tough turn one like Trista did last time, it's tough to do too much about it.
Yeah, Trista's a smart player, and I expect her to turn it around here and maybe even capture the W.
Yeah, I think a big part of this game will be the same thing in the first game, where like the turn one will probably matter a lot because it's harder to get momentum back with these teams. So they're both going to have to really think about what they expect their opponent to lead and make sure they end up in a decent situation. We still haven't seen all of Trista's team. One thing that does help Sejun with this sort of thing is get Bisharp, which deters a lot of strategies, and then Hitmontop, which he's got the free Intimidate to switch in when he needs it. So he's got a little more options to both restrict Trista and to recover. Like Thunderous Eye 2 is another Pokemon you kind of have to play around. So he has a lot of things in his team, I guess, that kind of force you into moves you might not want to make.
Yeah, it looks like a tough matchup for her so far, but a lot of it hangs on the turn one. See how they both react to that last game, and whoever captures that momentum should probably keep it going throughout the match.
Yeah, I mean that's what the last game pretty much ended up turning out. But I like seeing these offensive teams.
So it looks like Hydreigon and Landorus were the two Pokemon we didn't see last game.
Oh wow! So she's something different than what she's run in the past tournaments.
Yeah, it's not a very Ryuzaki team, it looks like.
Yeah.
I do like that for her, though. I mean, even though it hasn't looked too great for her so far, I think it's always an important thing as players to keep trying different things, even if they might be a little bit off of your usual style. Especially in events like this one where it's competitive and you want to win, so you're into it, but there aren't huge consequences if you lose. It's important, I think, for all players to kind of try different styles and at least understand them, even if you're not going to spend a whole lot of time using them in real life, just to get the game a little bit better.
Yeah, getting out of your comfort zone is a good way to learn the game and advance a lot.
Yeah.
And it looks like Ryozaki's kind of taking advantage of the highly competitive game here. But still, something like you said.
Yeah, so we're finally getting started. We see the Landorus this time. Landorus I, not Landorus T. Something I haven't seen in a very long time. With the...
I really like Landorus I right now.
Yeah.
I noticed she mentioned that I think she wanted Landorus T and didn't get it because Ray rushed her into battling, but might work out well for her here as she doesn't have Intimidate and thus doesn't set off Bisharp's Defiant.
But Landorus T, I like not Landorus T, Landorus I, I've always wanted to use it. Never really made the effort to, but it's a cool mon.
If she is using a actual Landorus I set rather than a Landorus T, if it's in the wrong form set, Psychic does one-hit KO Hitmontop.
Yeah.
And Earth Power would one-hit KO Bisharp if it doesn't have Sash as well.
I think it's safe to assume it has Sash because there was no Dark Gem in the last game, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, so is pretty safe then, I would assume. I know Sejun usually uses Sash anyway, I believe, so.
Yep. But I mean, kind of like, what do you do here if you're Trista?
You gotta protect that Tyranitar.
You can't. It's scarfed.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta get rid of it. You gotta take it out and replace it with something. While your Landorus probably does something.
Right. Yeah.
I stand and attack like a man and anticipate that.
Landorus probably gonna get fake out.
Yeah, see, I would expect him to fake out Landorus and target that slot since it's obvious Tar needs to go.
Yep.
So don't go. Just kill everyone.
I don't think Loki probably doesn't KO after an Intimidate. Oh, it's sashed anyway.
Yeah, so it wouldn't matter.
Though, I could
double kick Tyranitar, do it.
Yeah, I mean, double kick Terrakion was kind of a thing back in 11 for like a day.
What a day it was.
Yeah. I remember Ray was talking about it.
I hated that so much. I hate all of you who tried that, each and every one of you.
Okay, yep. So Tyranitar not wanting to stay in goes to Rotom. I like that switch. Landorus going for the protect, yeah. Safest play. Let's see what Sejun did. Fake out, yeah, onto Landorus. Low kick. Oh right, it got low kick. Totally forgot about that. All 13 damage. So much damage.
Wow. Don't hit too hard, Bishop. But yeah, I mean, I actually really love that tutor, by the way. Like, Bisharp was one of those Pokemon that was like really cool to me, but never seemed good enough until he got low kick. And obviously, Sejun proved that it is in fact good enough because he was top 8 at Worlds. But I think low kick helps it a lot. But good turn by Trista there. I mean, she predicts it correctly and gets herself into a much safer situation.
Yeah, Rotom Wash does work, but Sejun does have a Gashadon. I don't think he probably didn't bring it, but something you'd have to be careful of, especially because it is specs.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else. I mean, I agree with you that I haven't seen much in Trista's team that would be like, I think I probably need Gastrodon here, but if he does have it, I mean, it's because she hasn't seen the back 2 Pokemon enough to be a little leery.
Yep.
Oh God, Stream, where did you go? Stream, come back.
Yeah, she froze on me too.
And Sejun says a connection error, so probably her Wi-Fi went out again.
They can recreate that first turn.
I would hope so. But yeah, I mean, at least it wasn't like 77 turns in like it was that one time with Ray.
Oh God. Yeah, I was just imagining if Wansiok and Kamal had a DC, that would have been god awful.
Yeah, you'd have to just redo the game.
Yeah. But thank God. We've fairly good connection these days.
Beyond Ray hasn't been really that bad today.
Yeah, it's been great. Last time I had issues, Infuego had issues. Who else had issues? I think Scott had a couple.
Yeah, I had a couple, but it wasn't too...
Yeah. But they still eat up a lot of time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, wait, is Trista's stream back on yet?
Do not see it.
Nope.
No, it's off air.
The slang of Trista.
So guys, how you doing today?
2:20. It's 2:20? Holy shit. This is 1:30 like 10 minutes ago.
Is this the latest you've ever been up, Aaron?
No, man.
I'm sorry. Are you up after your bedtime, Aaron? Are your parents going to get mad at us? Am I going to get an angry email tomorrow?
They're all sleeping. Brendan's not even sleeping in my room for once.
Yeah, Aaron, I mean, you're great and all, but if you need to sleep, we can handle it.
Nah, dog. I want to watch this one.
I've gotten complaints, Aaron, that you need to watch your mouth around the viewers here.
I've been what?
You gotta watch your mouth around the viewers here. It's no swearing allowed in this stream.
Oh man, the stream is live.
Way too much.
Oh my God, Aaron.
Shucks.
No yams.
Yams.
There are probably children's watching this stream. I mean, if there are, their parents could probably stand to do some work because it's probably at least 11:20 where they live. But
it's children in Korea.
Oh, the poor children. Same moves.
I guess that could be true.
I'm in bed right now. My laptop is like tilted, and my body is like on one side.
I think that this is becoming a different kind of after midnight chat, and I don't feel comfortable streaming this.
That's not where I was going. But okay.
Yeah, Aaron, you're a little too young for me. Sorry, man.
Yeah, could you please keep your webcamming habits to yourself?
Don't worry, I have a shirt and underwear on. It's all good.
What?
That's still too little.
Good, TMI.
Oh, what the hell? What does that mean? What is this? Hello,
Guitar.
user Regory.
Registration AP.
There was looks like they're probably talking to each other. Part 3. I knew we'd gone too long without a disconnection.
Yay! It wasn't Wi-Fi though. It was Ryuzaki internet.
So apparently Ryuzaki's internet and Wi-Fi have had the same number of wins tonight, if you don't count Ray's match.
Yeah, so you guys should give Trista more crap about her Wi-Fi, not me.
Aaron's internet's pretty bad, though. I mean, it's see, he was winning, so he didn't have to DC this time. But
yeah, you caught me.
Who knows what might have happened otherwise? Sorry.
You know,
my internet's sick.
I did 3DS the entire time, and I never realized there was a Wi-Fi. Like, this is back when I had my 3DS. I won from regionals. I didn't know there was a Wi-Fi thing on the side of the DS.
Yeah, I didn't either until I hit it while I was in the Wi-Fi friendly.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how easy it makes it to DC. Like, I did it by accident. Like, you know, I didn't notice it either on my XL, and I was like, oh my god, like, I just get back on. I don't even have to turn off my router and deal with that BS.
Yeah, like, why is that button there? Like, seriously, who thought like a Wi-Fi off button was a good idea?
Yeah.
Because like A, like you said, like it completely undermines making it a pain to DC, and then B, like it should not be someplace I can hit it by accident.
Yeah, exactly. Because if I shut off my router, like, at least, you know, it takes a bit for everything to start back up. But if I hit that, literally, I get back on in like 5 seconds. Like, what a pain in the butt. So, good work,
Let's
Pokemon.
not tell our viewers how to cheat.
Okay, Trista's stream
Yeah.
is down for me again.
Yeah, I was gonna say the death of Trista, part 3.
Trista, stream down, stream down.
Is the server crashing every time we do this? Because that would be funny.
Oh, Trista. What's going on?
Man, we're doing so well at this not DCing thing. But now it's gone. All gone.
Hey, shout out to all the 80 viewers out there right now, staying up at this time.
You'll probably stay up later than Aaron.
Yep.
This is what I expect.
Aaron, what's the next tournament you need to get sponsored for?
Yo, States, dude. Pay for my travel.
There's not enough money for me to win there.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna win anything from States.
Aaron, confirm loser on stream. Heard it here first, folks.
I don't know if I should sponsor him anymore if he's gonna have that kind of attitude.
Whoa, dog. You sponsored me once, and I brought you the big money. All right, man.
So much
Lots
money.
of money. So much money. Like after.
What was it, like $15 or something like that?
Yo,
so much.
No, in the long run, I won like. Yeah, sure. And we're back. Hello.
And so is the battle, so don't miss it. Quick, go catch it.
Hopefully it'll last about 2 turns.
Quickly move, quickly. Before the
No
internet goes
thinking.
out.
No thinking aloud.
Lightning round. Rotom is here again. Part 2. I hope
If
Loki
it takes
crits.
if it takes 15 damage, we're gonna have to call it and they have to redo it.
Yeah, let's throw a tantrum if this damage roll is wrong. Yes!
Was that perfect?
No. We got like 2 health.
Oh, I can't. Gotta
The
redo it.
The
That's
RNG looks
unacceptable.
pretty American. That's what I'm saying here. American bias. 2 hit points. I hope it later survives with 2 hit points.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Conspiracy much?
Yes, we rig tournaments.
Obviously. But how do you think Rizzle wins every year?
Journey across America versus Korea? If you're old enough to get that joke.
I
my
get
friends.
it.
I get it. I was like, what, 8 back then? Damn, I wasn't even on Smogon.
Now you're old enough to swear on my stream.
Yeah, Aaron, there's
What?
kids watching.
What kid is up at 2:30 in the morning, dog?
You're up, so...
You?
Oh, sick.
Alright, back
Anyway,
to the match.
on the stream,
Yeah,
a Pokemon
Let's talk some
battle.
Pokemon, yes.
Bisharp is Fleed? I wanted to say Flame, but I'm pretty sure that's not a word.
Oh, he did beat Grashadon. What a baller.
Oh no, apparently he got the memo that this Landorus is supposed to be a Landorus T. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I love it. What a good read.
Part 2.
Oh. I love wow, Sejun. Knowing that Rotom is going to be he knew that Rotom was going to bring him some trouble, bringing the Gashadon. And now that Rotom's got to swap back out. Damn. But that's the problem when you run Choice Scarf and Choice Specs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised you brought 2 choice Pokemon in both games, because it really hurts your flexibility. Like I said, she's a really defensive-minded player. I like seeing her branch out, but it makes it a really tough game. Especially when you've got Pokemon on the other team that are particularly good at fighting those Pokemon. Like Bisharp loves fighting choice Pokemon, and like Gastrodon is here to disrupt Rotom, and like lots of physical Pokemon are getting messed with by Hitmontop. Hard to imagine a situation that could be much worse.
It seems like Sejun counter-teamed Ryuzaki somehow.
Yeah, normal Landorus Eye with that's not special. That's no fun. But I did use that back in 2011.
Well, with Sandforce, it is stronger than Landorus T.
But what if it
And
was a rain team?
faster.
Yeah, I mean the speed is actually kind of a big deal, but
I'm all about that Intimidate, but actually it helps her in this matchup. Then Intimidate.
Yeah, the Defiant
Just-
boost would be kind of bad for her.
It'd be god awful.
I feel bad for Trista. Like I'm trying to figure out what I would do, but like I don't know. I mean,
Bend over.
yeah, pretty much. I'd probably actually turn my Wi-Fi off again. This time for real, yeah. But she does get the Earthquake off this time with the free switch here, but you gotta imagine Gastrodon's gonna send a Water and or Ice attack her way.
Top opting to go for close combat.
Rock
Wolf
slide in,
mode?
double
Yep.
flip.
Yeah. And Wolf Mode, part 3 tonight.
Ooh, Scald. I get the feeling that won't KO.
Well, I mean,
I'm
it's
off-
got the Storm Drain boost, so it should be close, but it
Yep,
is close, but
called it.
Manly Landorus refuses to go down.
That's a man right there.
Would you say it's a Mandorus?
No.
I would.
I wouldn't. But I wonder if the what the Hitmontop has a Sucker Punch or Feint. Did we see either yet?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't
There's-
think we have.
Like we've seen CC fake out wide guard.
From what I remember, I think he does like Sucker Punch though.
Yeah, it'd help him out
I think
a
that's
lot
right,
here.
but I should check. I'm pretty sure I have notes on this.
Also, the Gastro had leftovers instead of Rindo Berry, so that Rotom can come back in and go for HP Grass. But then it's forced to switch out again because it can't. HP Grass won't do anything else to the rest of the team, which is why I don't like Specs or Scarf. Anything.
Sejun can wide guard again here.
Yep. Or he could just go for a priority attack and try to kill that Landorus if he has that priority attack.
Well, I mean, if he wants a free attack on that Cresselia, he can go for it with the wide guard. Though, I mean,
No,
if
I like
the
that.
Cresselia,
I like that.
yeah, I mean that's what I would do, honestly.
I mean, you can't imagine that Landorus is just going to sit there and let itself risk getting picked off anyway, so I doubt it'll attack.
Yeah. Yep. Swaps back out. Yep, Rotom. Not surprised by that play. Let's see if Sejun reads into that. Okay. Swapping out the top two for the Bishop. Yep. Psyshock. Oh, nice. Onto the Gastrodon.
That was a good read by Ryuzaki there.
Yep. And Scald onto Crest.
Because she still ends up in the awkward situation where she's got a choice Pokemon against Bisharp.
Yeah. This
That
No.
Dark Gem, no, it's Sash, right? But
yeah,
it,
but
it
it
should
doesn't
do
ma-
a number.
I mean, Trista, I'm sure she wanted to HP Grass here, but Sejun made a nice switch into the Bishop, and now what Sejun can do is just protect and Night Slash the Rotom, because he can't Hydro Pump. And, I mean, yeah. You can T-Bolt the Rotom, the Bishop maybe, but it doesn't matter since it is Sash to get the KO, return KO.
Yeah, I would probably do that just to get rid of it at this point. But I
I don't want that on the field.
mean, the benefit of
Because Gastro can do. I mean, I'm sure he knows it probably has HP Grass too. But Gastro just makes it so much harder for Rotom to operate on the field, especially Specs Tom. Except he swaps it out. Wow.
not too surprised. I mean, it's a free switch here.
Oh, into Volcarona. Nice. Oh, Trick. What? I don't know how I feel about that. I guess.
I mean, I guess she would have had to break the sash anyway, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge. Oh wow, that didn't do as much as I expected.
Well, she gets away from the Sucker Punch spam that Sejun can do.
I mean, it's not the best position in the world to be in, but it could be worse.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, with that turn spent in the attack absorb, she's down to 3 turns of life at best there with Rotom. Just one of those situations where, like, with such offensive Pokemon, like, the amount of time you have to win is very short.
Yeah, and I'm still curious as to whether the Volcarona carries a Quiver Dance or not.
I feel like on this team, I would use it if I was him. I mean, he's got the hip
Top.
the
He's got
traditional
the
top.
Thundurus for speed control. Yeah, I would too, but
I mean, he's got Bisharp too, which I think helps because you've got the immediate threat of Bisharp that both you want to get him off the field quickly, and he deters attacks, so it's easier for Volk to set up too. That's a pretty interesting synergy in itself.
yep.
The bad thing is Ryuzaki can't even Icy Wind here, or
Yeah.
that Bisharp's gonna get +2 from Defiant.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think with sort of like setup Pokemon like Quiver Dance Volk, assuming this is one. I mean, we think a lot about like you do with your Scissor, where you try and create safe situations to get your dances off. But I think the other way you can do it too is situations where like you've got the delayed threat of a stat boost, and then an immediate threat of something like very immediately powerful. So they kind of have to like pick their poison.
Yep, yep. Quiver Dance is hard, you see, because Volcarona is a lot frailer in terms of, there are a lot more attacks that hit it for super effective damage, so it's not, I like Scissor because, you know, it doesn't feint to anything but fire attacks, but for Volcarona, it's kind of like, okay, I'll either just, you know, hammer you with an attack, or I'll get the, I'll set up, and Trista chooses not to switch, and she's just gonna get pounded by a Bug Buzz, and that's gonna take care of the Rotom, and Night Slash onto the Crest does over half. Not surprising there.
And she does just Icy Wind, which I mean,
I know, I like it because
it can't Sucker Punch anyway.
Yeah, knowing that it's locked into the Night Slash, she can now just bring in Tyranitar, but then that Volcarona is still there, and so she's either forced to Rock Slide or Low Kick. And the Sejun's top already fainted, right? Oh, but he has Gashadon in the back. So if I'm Sejun, okay, if I'm Trista, I bring in Tyranitar. Actually, no. Landorus might actually be a better switch in. Oh, no, but
she went to Tyranitar here, so...
Yeah. Okay, so if you're Sejun, then you switch the Bisharp into the Gastro and Protect to see whether she Rock Slides or Low Kicks, and then switch next turn accordingly.
Yeah, I agree with you, Aaron, that I would have probably brought Landorus in there.
Yeah,
so
because
I think with Earthquake and Psyshock, you probably do more, but...
Yeah, because there's no Sucker Punch to fear. So you're forcing a switch, and, I mean... Though, yeah, I can see her reasoning with this Tyranitar, but Sejun knows it's Scarf. He can play around that, and I'm sure he will.
And now she risks getting in the dangerous situation here, too, where if Cresselia dies,
she
has a Tyranitar who can't protect out.
Oh, wow, Sejun, another great read. Predicts the Rock Slide. Jeez.
No flinch hacks, so that Cresselia is gone. And in comes Landorus.
And now that Tyranitar is stuck in Rock Slide for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Landorus instead of Tyranitar there.
Yep. And, I mean, that's pretty much why. See, it had Sejun gone for a Low Kick there, could have gone a bit more uglier for him. But then if I would have Low Kicked, then since that Cresselia would still be alive, switch the Tyranitar so it could Rock Slide to finish out the Volcarona in the end. But now it's stuck into Rock Slide, and so that Volcarona can switch out.
No, he just flinch hacks everything to death.
That's how Rock Slide works, yep.
I think that's what she's going for here.
Not much of a choice, right? I mean, you're locked in a Rock Slide. She can't Earthquake since she left herself in the situation where she has Protectless Tara and Landorus out. I'm a little surprised he chose to just give that up. But Volcarona dying for nothing. I mean, I guess not for nothing, because it does get him a free switch, but... BGC 11 activate.
The good old days.
The Bishop does manage to attack through a pair of Rock Slides. And
yeah. I would have switched
finishes off
Bisharp out
Landorus.
so it could get back to sucker punching.
I mean... yeah.
Well, it's at +2, so I don't think it really matters. And Rock Slide isn't doing much from either.
That's true. The +2 doesn't really matter. I just figured the only way Trista's going to win is flinch hack, so if you get it back to sucker punch, then it completely eliminates that.
Well, we're going to see the fake out and a really powerful Night Slash here, so it's going to be trouble.
It does like nothing. Trista can still win this if she gets flinches on that top, though.
She's going to need a double flinch.
It does have Wide Guard, though. And
yeah, so I guess that's not even that.
I'm pretty sure it's game here.
Yeah. And he does go for the Wide Guard as expected.
They still got Gastrodon hanging out, too, so...
Oh, Gastrodon, I forgot about that. Never mind.
Yeah, so 3 not very effectives and stuck in a rock slide. You need a lot of flinches.
Yeah, this is pretty much over. Well, once again, Sejun just making a lot of good plays in general. Trying to think of the best play.
The safest play for Sejun is to switch Gastrodon in over the
Oh wow,
the
that
top,
top
I
did have a
think.
sucker punch. Yeah, unless there's a
No,
flinch.
that's game.
That's
I guess there is a flinch there, but it still doesn't matter because of the sucker punch.
and that's a wrap. Good series though, lots of fun. Good predictions.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
was
not
a
too
good
much.
game. Both teams played hard.
It was there. I mean, it's a tough team matchup for Trista. I think Sejun had a lot of ways to deal with her aggression, and because of how aggressive her team was, there wasn't a whole lot she really could have done about the team matchup. I think offensive
Oh,
teams sometimes wind up being a little binary like that, where either they work or they don't, and that was definitely a don't for what she had going there.
Korea now in the lead, 3-2.
And Jive Time is up next.
Stick around. You've made it this far. We're nearing the end.